Hey everyone, Hugh Lewis here. Now today I'm going to do something a little different than an anime movie review. I'm going to do a top 10 list along with my friends Dzillaa.
Hello.
And my new friend, That Fellow in the Coat.
Greetings.
Now a lot of people have done top 10 lists of anything animated. Heroes, villains, movies. But what about the thing that I like in anime movies? Monsters.
I mean, these are the creatures that every hero has to fight. Whether they are the villain, the villain's pet, or a random obstacle, monsters will always be a part of our mythology.
Now, what are the top 10 scariest? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So sit back and hold on to your chair. This is the top 10 scariest animated monsters.
Number 10. Smaug the Dragon from Rankin Bass's The Hobbit. Now let's face it, dragons are awesome, and Smaug is no exception. But the reason I put him so low on the list is because when I first saw him as a kid, he didn't scare me, but he did interest me. I mean, the build-up for him was incredible. He burns down an entire forest, he burns down a village, he raids the dwarf mines, kills the dwarves, and take their treasure all for himself. Plus, living in a place called Lonely Mountain will definitely build up your reputation.
I really love this guy's voice. Grisly and intimidating.
I am Smaug! My armor is like tenfold shields. My teeth are like swords. My claws spears. My wings are hurricanes!
Yeah, he kinda looks like a cross between a chihuahua and a salamander. But any dragon with headlights for eyes gains extra points for awesome.
Yeah, Tolkien was definitely creative when it came to creating monsters. And though I haven't seen this version of The Hobbit, I'm sure Rankin Bass did a great job of it.
Smaug. Don't take his treasure. Trust me, he won't be happy about it. Number 9. The Red Bull from The Last Unicorn. Like Smaug, this monster didn't scare me when I first saw him, but intrigued me instead. But unlike Smaug, he is not a free thinker. Instead, he is a tool used by the evil King Haggard to collect all unicorns in the world and keep them for himself.
I've always had a thing for bulls. Once they start running, you're not going to stop them. Setting a giant bull on fire is something I'd see in my nightmares. If you get in his way, you're as good as skewered on a kebab.
The Red Bull. Not to be confused with the energy drink, but can still kill you. Number 8. Chernobyl from Fantasia. Now this guy is basically the devil, with his large wings, horns, and the ability to conjure up the dead just to destroy them again. Now this guy frightened me a little bit, especially the close-ups of his scary smile. Plus, he probably has the greatest villain theme in the entire world.
Now that's awesome.
There are also rumors that famous horror actor Bela Lugosi was the character model for this monster. Well, if that's true, I can definitely see the resemblance.
Looking somewhat like the cover of a Meatloaf album, Chernobyl is pretty much the last thing you'd expect from Disney. The corporation that produced Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck and so many other kid-friendly classics resort to using the freaking devil. In my opinion, Satan never looked cooler. Plus, I love that music. It kicks ass.
What's really scary about Chernobyl is that he's just doing all this evil just for the fun of it. There's no particular motive behind it. He just wants to watch the little creatures below squirm.
Chernobyl, Master of Darkness, but doesn't mess with Michael Eisner.
Excuse me, will you sit down, please? You're blocking our view.
Ooh, sorry, Mr. Eisner. Excuse me. It'll never happen again.
Number 7. The Firebird from Fantasia 2000. Now this monster was really scary. A giant eagle made out of molten lava that can breathe fire and destroy anything in its path. But unlike Chernobyl, who is a force of evil, the Firebird is a force of nature, brought up upon us just because a small forest nymph was so curious to what it was.
Let's not kid ourselves, this is one of the coolest birds in cinema. It turns into a lava flow, shoots fire out its mouth, and destroys a whole forest in a matter of minutes. That's something a lot of movie monsters can't top. And besides that, it's just spectacular to look at.
When I saw Fantasia 2000 back on the IMAX, oh so many years ago, the part where the Firebird showed up definitely made me jump out of my seat. And not just because of the Dolby surround sound. The Disney animators really did a terrific job making it terrifying.
The Firebird, bringing new meaning to the term Mother Nature's Fury. Number 6. Tyrannosaurus Rex from Fantasia. Like dragons, dinosaurs will always be awesome. And like any little kid, I thought they were cool. But when I saw this guy, I was terrified. The thing that makes this monster scary is that he doesn't need to roar. He just needs to look menacing and to have a chilling musical score. The highlight of the segment was definitely his battle with the Stegosaurus, in which of course he wins.
T-Rex was always my favourite dinosaur, and his appearance in Fantasia demonstrates everything I love about him. Granted, it might not be the most historically accurate depiction of a T-Rex, but it is one of the most fearsome. It shows the T-Rex in all his fierce, majestic and ferocious glory. Suck on that, Jurassic Park 3!
The Rite of Spring is probably my favorite segment from Fantasia, so Rex's placement here definitely makes me pleased. Like the Chernobyl, definitely showed how much the Disney artists could make something so scary with just some brushstrokes.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. He truly is the Tyrant Lizard King. Number 5. Monstro the Whale from Pinocchio. Before the Kraken, before Jaws, there was only Monstro. And with a name like that, he truly is a monster. I mean, the mere mention of his name sends fish swimming away in terror. He even swallowed up the main character of the movie.
As a kid, this was the segment that always scared me. Whales have always had a place in mythology as creatures of power, but Monstro seems to be the only whale that actually uses that power. He actually sneezes so hard it creates a tidal wave. Now that's power.
Monstro managed to take a whale and turn him so evil simply by the fact that he can eat everything in his path. He's so determined, he even chases after Pinocchio and Geppetto simply because he hates to lose his dinner.
Monstro, putting even Moby Dick to shame.